Instagram. Hey, what's up, you guys? And I think we're good on Facebook too. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. It means we are halfway through a week. And I don't know about you, but for most of you, if you have a real job, and by a real job, I mean the kind where like you have to go to an office. Hopefully you have Monday off. If you do, fist bump, because that means 3-day weekend. Super exciting. So before we get started, I'd love to hear where you're from. This is always my favorite part because I get to see your faces in a little tiny circle on Instagram and here on Facebook as well. But I'd love to hear where you're from. Last 2 weeks ago, I had somebody from Spain. I had somebody from Bolivia. What? I was so excited. So just share where you're from. I'd love to say hi as we wait for people to join. I missed you all last week. We were in Mexico on the beach, my company, which is doTERRA Essential Oils. We won a trip, and just really for educating and sharing with people how to use essential oils to improve their health. Hey, from California. Hi, Jackie. And it was an amazing trip. You know, it's so empowering to be around people who are inspiring, who are like-minded. We were just talking about this on a call actually with my business partners right before I hopped on here. And it's always just so encouraging and inspiring to be able to get poured into from other people who think similarly, but of course have different ideas and mindset. And so we love this trip. Every year we go on it. And of course, being in the tropics in the middle of February is awesome. Is anybody that's joining from the Midwest? If so, we're praying for you. A, and B, there's this awesome part of the coast called the West Coast, the best coast. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't get mad. I'm from the West Coast. And you know, it isn't like -30 here. So we have snow, we have all 4 seasons. I'm just saying, like, maybe you should migrate this way a little bit, or at least through the winter. Thank you, Catherine. That's sweet of you. From the City of Hope, today is Dean's transplant. Oh my goodness, praying. That's amazing. We are praying for Dean. Thank you for sharing. I'm going to write that down. I want to pray for him today. So do not forget. Dean's transplant. Awesome. Very cool. Well, let's get started. Yes, love the West Coast. Awesome. Snow yesterday. Lori's in Wisconsin. Snow yesterday. Sorry, I had to move my phone. Okay. My name is Susan Johnson. For those of you who are new here, I am loving the opportunity to be able to share with you online. I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner. That is where my education comes from. And I'm also the founder of the Kick Cancer movement. My son was diagnosed with cancer when he was a little baby. He was almost 3 years old, and we walked through 3.5 years. And so through that, we learned a ton. And I talk a lot about cancer and different ways that you can thrive through cancer, help with preventing cancer, and also help with recovering from cancer. But we founded a nonprofit called Kick Cancer Movement. It really focuses on educating kids with cancer how to really live their best life through treatment. And then I'm also a presidential diamond with doTERRA Essential Oils, which means that I actually have the coolest job ever because I get paid to teach people how to feel well and teach people how to use essential oils, and it's awesome. So today we are going to talk about 3 beverages that I know for a fact, I can actually make a guarantee here, are going to improve your health. This is such an important topic, and I think these 3 beverages are not going to be beverages. 2 of them, I'm pretty sure you will have heard of. It's not brand new information. One of them might be a brand new concept. So go ahead and share with me if, as I say these, if it's something that you do regularly or maybe haven't heard of. Laura, thanks for sharing. You're doing oils during chemo. That's awesome. So important. So important. Gina from BC, thanks guys for sharing. You can keep telling me where you're from. I love seeing that. So let's talk about these 3 beverages. Now, if you know somebody struggling with their health right now, whether it's cancer or an autoimmune disease or emotional health, maybe infertility, whatever that is, share this. It's the way we get this information out, you guys. It's the beauty of social media. So you can share these lives, you can share these posts to educate and empower other people. So the first beverage of 3 that I know will really drastically improve your health is agua, water. I know that is not a new concept. It's not new information, but I think you're going to be surprised when I share with you the signs of dehydration. Did you know that some of the signs of dehydration are constipation, are muscle and joint pain, headaches, fatigue, body rashes, and lack of energy, which is basically fatigue. Those are all symptoms of dehydration. Have you guys experienced any of those symptoms today already? It very likely could be as simple as dehydration. So rather than taking a pill like ibuprofen or something for your pain, or a laxative for your constipation, or coffee for your energy, drink some water. You guys, we are actually more water than anything else. Our body needs water. Our cells have to be hydrated to even function. So my challenge to you is to start drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water every day. Now, ideally, you want the water to be filtered. Good, thank you. You're taking a big sip of water right now. I will as well. I have a water bottle that is 32 ounces, and I have a couple of them because I don't want to wash my water bottles every day, get kind of lazy. But here's the easiest way to keep yourself drinking water. Find a water bottle you love. Please don't drink out of plastic. That's going to release toxins into your water. It's not helpful. Find a water bottle you love. Drink half your body weight in ounces of water every single day to be flushing toxins and staying hydrated. That is super key. Water filtrations, I was just about to mention. There's so many options out there. You guys, start simple. You don't need to go invest in a $10,000 whole house water system, although that would be awesome if you can or if you choose to. But even just starting with a water filter like Berkey. Berkey makes a countertop water filter that you can use, and you fill it throughout the day to keep your water clean. Start with that, okay? So number one, yeah, even BPA free. Thank you, Catherine. That's a really important reminder. Plastic that says BPA free, it's still plastic. Do not drink out of plastic. Now, beverage one is water, okay? I think most of you are familiar with it. Hopefully you drink it regularly, and now you're gonna drink it more. Beverage number two is broth. Now, if you've been following me for some time, you know I talk about broth. We actually break our fast every day at 10 a.m. with a cup of broth. It's the first thing we put in our body. We've been doing this for about 6 weeks. It's one of the best changes I've seen in intermittent fasting and breaking our fast with broth is the clarity of mind, the energy. You guys haven't had coffee yet. My assistant knows when I have coffee because I usually have my coffee around 11 and all of a sudden her phone's blown up with all the things to do. And she's like, oh my gosh, Susan had her coffee today. But what I've noticed is I have long-lasting energy in the morning. Hey, Seth, what's up? And it's without drinking coffee because I'm staying hydrated and I have my broth. So what are the benefits of broth? Broth is so powerful at healing your gut. Did you know that the majority of your immune system is in your gut? The majority of your emotional response comes from your gut. A huge part, in fact, 80 to 90% of serotonin. Serotonin is the neurotransmitter that helps control your mood and your rest. It's made in your gut. If your gut is not healthy, you're not going to feel well, you're not going to act well, and your body is not going to be well in general, okay? So broth is so nourishing and healing to your gut. And another benefit of broth, for those of you who are wanting to continue just slowing the process of aging, is that broth is full of collagen, and collagen is what feeds your hair, your nails, your skin, your connective tissue. All the athletes that I've worked with, I put them on broth every day to keep their connective tissue strong and intact. So drink broth for your beauty, for your muscle and joint pain, but for your gut health, which ultimately is overall health. And then third and final, and this is a brand new one, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it because guess what? I wrote a blog post about it, all about beet kvass. Raise your hand or give me a like or a heart if you have ever had, not heard of, but ever had beet kvass. I'm going to wait a minute because I want to see. Give me a little tap on the screen or whatever it is that you have to do. I'm awful at like Facebook Lives and Instagram Lives of knowing what you're supposed to do. But do something so I know that you've actually drank broth. And I have a feeling it'll be kind of silent. Not a whole lot. Nope. Catherine said no. I'm sorry, I said broth. I meant beet kvass. Beet kvass. Okay, give me a like or a tap or something. I don't know what. If you have never tried beet kvass, let me know. Because I feel like this is going to be most of you. Yep, I'm seeing on Facebook. Nope. Okay, so here's the deal. Spell it. Beet, like the root vegetable, B-E-E-T, kvass, which is K-V-A-S-S. It's actually a Russian beverage. It's from Russia. Seth has never had it. Don't worry, Seth, when you visit me next, you will have it. I will make you drink some and you're going to love me for it. Seth is my nephew, so I will force him to drink beet kvass. So beet kvass comes from Russia. It is basically what it is it's a fermented beverage. So you could do kvass of anything. You could do a vegetable kvass, a fruit kvass. It's what they're doing is they are fermenting the product and you're drinking it. So we all know that fermented foods, maybe I shouldn't assume, most of us know fermented foods are really healthy for your gut. Super helpful for your gut. Helps with good bacteria. Many of you take a probiotic or you want to take a probiotic. When you're eating fermented foods, you don't have to be taking as many probiotics because you're feeding your gut with really good bacteria. So kvass is a fermented beverage, traditionally from Russia. And if you go to my blog post, I linked it on Facebook, on Instagram. If you go to seasonjohnson.com/blog, it's the most recent post titled Beet Kvass. And you will find the recipe. You're going to find all the benefits. And let me just say something. If you have cancer or you are walking through cancer or have had cancer, I guess it's two in the same. But if you have cancer or have had cancer, you have to make this a part of your daily beverage. It is so healing. In fact, I share on my blog a study that was done showing the power of drinking a fermented beverage every single day while taking chemotherapy. So the three beverages, water, bone broth, beet kvass. I want you to read the blog post to find all the details on the beet kvass, how to make it. It's super simple, by the way, and you don't need a lot. You need like this much. And in the beginning of the blog post, I share a really funny story about poop. So you're welcome. But here's your takeaway for today, okay? Yes, even melanoma, absolutely. It doesn't matter what cancer you have. Cancer is a symptom of an imbalance in the body, cells that have gone awry. So we need to be feeding the body, addressing the underlying cause, not just poisoning and burning and stripping the body dead of any good, right? So chemo can be effective, radiation can be effective, but most importantly, let's address the underlying cause. So what's your takeaway today? Two things, okay? I want you to do two things. Super simple. I want you to, starting today, drink half of your body weight in ounces of filtered water. Today, start today. Go to Target, go on Amazon, order a stainless steel or glass water bottle that's at least 30 ounces, 24 ounces, and then you can keep track of how much you're drinking. Drink half your body weight in filtered water today. Tomorrow, here's number two. These are your two takeaways. Tomorrow, start your day before you do anything else, when you wake up in the morning, with a whole lemon, fresh squeezed in your water. It's gonna help hydrate you. It's gonna help with the pH balance of your gut. And if you have lemon essential oil from doTERRA, I'm being specific to doTERRA because you can't ingest other essential oils, but if you have lemon essential oil from doTERRA, you can also put a couple drops in your water throughout the day. Right now I have lemon in my water, which is detoxifying. So your two takeaways, drink half your body weight in ounces of water today, and tomorrow start your day with a glass of water with fresh squeezed lemon. Here's the thing. If you can accomplish one thing, write it down on a to-do list, okay? Write it out, half my body weight in water today. Maybe put an alarm on your phone. What I've learned about just being a leader and learning how to accomplish things and be successful through the day, and also coaching people, one thing I've learned is that if you accomplish one thing, what does that do? It motivates you. You feel it actually, biologically, you're releasing an endorphin that's triggering a feeling of joy and motivation. So if you can check this off your list each day, that you are going to today drink half your body weight in ounces of water, check it off your list. It's going to give you more joy and more motivation to accomplish the next thing. And what you're going to find pretty soon is if you start making these lists or tasks that are oriented towards your health, at the end of a week, a month, a year, imagine how much healthier you're going to be, because you're checking these things off your list. And each time you check something off your list, you release that endorphin that triggers joy and motivation. And you're going to be motivated to do another thing. So tomorrow especially, if you do one thing right away, fill your glass with water, put some lemon in it, and you can also make your bed. That's helpful too. I actually did a blog post about that. You can find that on the blog. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure you are hydrated and you're drinking proper beverages. So I hope that was helpful. I will see you guys next week. Go check out the blog post, seasonjohnson.com/blog, and you will get to read all about beet kvass, because I know you're going to be all excited to have purple poop You'll get to read a fun story at the beginning too. Have a wonderful day, you guys. We'll see you next week.